Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I do apologize. I think I had it set up for. No, am I on time? I think I'm on time. I think I might be on time. Wow. That's amazing. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My coffee is made. Shout out to everybody. It is the first day of school and I'm tired. I'm not ready for school to start. Like, I know that the kiddos have to be ready, but I'm not ready. Like, I'm not. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Let me get this intro going so I let the people know that we're live. I don't know if notifications went out. I'm also working on a pre recorded video that I'm about to drop later today. Keep an eye out because you don't want to miss that video. You don't want to miss that video. So let's hit the like button and get this intro going now. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bruh. Did you hit the like button? Drop some rabbits in the chat. Let's go.
Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, hit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. If you want the tea, come see me. Rabbit hole is the place to be for real news, not fake news. Celebrity news, breaking news around the clock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock, I rock, I rock. Real talk, best on the block. I rock, I rock. Hit that like, hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat, chit chat. Hit that like, hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop some, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits, drop some rabbits, drop them, drop them, drop them, drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. True crime is my specialty. Exposed in the industry. Unsolved mysteries. Sticking to reality. Fair use commentary. Talking about cults. Trying to get results. Exploring hopes. Exploring. Researching. Debunking. Investigating. Being nosy. Super nosy. Being messy. Being shady. Rabbit hole news. That's me. The chick with ADHD. Unmedicated. But quite educated. Hit that like. Hit that like. Welcome to the chat. Let's chit chat. Chit chat. Hit that like. Hit that like. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop some. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Drop some rabbits. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop them. Drop some rabbits in the chat. Drop some rabbits. Hit that like. Hit that like. Let's go. Let's go. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show. Let's start the show.
Itchy Thayton, I think this is a fabulous idea. Like, I should start asking people, what is your like number? So Itchy Thayton is 29. I love that. And then the people could put their like number on, like, when they hit the like button, what number were they? I like that. I like that. I like that. But then you also have the people who will be like, well, I dislike, and my number is number 5. I don't know. Y'all, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Welcome, everybody, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Today is it's like the first day of school, but it's like a short day, so I can't be live for too long. But I figured I'd do a little quick one, a good, hour or 45 minutes, depending on where the information takes us. I also have a pre-recorded video that I'm working on a true crime case that I have been on for at least 2 years. Yeah, so we got some movement on that case, and we have to talk about it. You're number 39. Yes, thank you, thank you. Ooh, hold up. It's also allergy season, so my allergies are all kind of crazy right now. We'll be okay. We will be okay. Welcome, everybody, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday, August 12th morning, or Wednesday, or Monday, wherever you at in the world. Ooh, one sec, guys. Ooh, sorry about that. You said I gave up on the summer because my hay fever. It's been really bad this year. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. This summer, um, this summer, I will say it was kind of like a blur. Maybe it's because of the Diddy trial and all the stuff that happened in between. Yeah, I would say that that's what it is. Like this summer was just a bit crazy for me. It just kind of like I was thinking about it, I'm like, dang, it's either the summer went really short. It wasn't a weird summer. I think part of it too had to do well, it's just been news after news, right? So like you had the Diddy trial this summer. We're getting back like it was weird. The Diddy trial hit the week before the last day of school for me, right? For my kiddos. Um, so yeah, we're not even there yet. I gave up on swimming this summer due to laws against whaling. Wow. My goodness. It's not over yet. Good morning, Belen. How are you? This summer has been hot. I love y'all know I love the hot weather. I love it if it's 110. You guys are going to think I'm crazy, but that's the kind of weather I like. I like the hot sun, which is crazy because I was born in the winter. Well, I was born in December, but I'm from Cali, so I was born in a sunny state. So that's why I think I enjoy it. I enjoy it. But welcome everybody. Welcome, guys. We have so much to get into and so little time to do it. So we're gonna do our best to get right into it. Now, one of the pieces of news that I don't know how I would categorize this kind of news, but y'all let me know because you got to consider the source when it comes to news. Although I wouldn't be surprised if there is some accurate information on this. That Ghislaine Maxwell, there was a cellmate, one of her cellies, I guess, heard her say that she had dirt on Trump and she was going to use that to leverage a pardon. Okay. I heard G Lane tell inmate that now this is like third party information. So take that for what it's worth. Okay. It's not like firsthand news. It's not like somebody had a recording or, anything. This is literally third party hearsay from other inmates. Take it for what you will. I heard Ghislaine tell inmates she had dirt on Trump. Trafficker ex-cellmate gives extraordinary glimpse into Maxwell's life behind bars and reveals why her hygiene caused complaints. Now, was she listen, it is look, look. Everybody behind a cellie, I wouldn't expect everybody's hygiene to be 10,000%. You know what I mean? Like you in cement blocks, in a cement wall. I wouldn't, of course you want to take advantage of, you got to take a shower and stuff like that. But you gotta like, you know, I wouldn't expect everybody to smell like Chanel. What is it? Chanel number 5. I wouldn't expect people to smell like that inside the jail. I mean, what do y'all think? But apparently the lady is stinky. Okay, she's a stinky lady. So make that news what you will. Okay. So, okay, hold up. So I heard Ghislaine tell inmate that she had dirt on Trump. Trafficker reveals this. Now, hold up. Am I going to get the article? Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm not signing up to the Daily Mail. Give me 1 second. I can get this article right away. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments about it. And of course, the New York Post doesn't make me sign up for a whatever. They're reporting on it too. So there's somebody in there. This is not it. Oh my gosh, where is it? And people are saying that she had already earned her pardon because of the dirt that she was, sitting on. Give me 1 sec. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna try to pull it up. Okay, hold up. Okay, I think we have another source. Here we go. So Ghislaine Maxwell ex-cellmate insists Epstein's madam isn't suicidal, to say the least. This was July 16th. So this is another ex-cellie of hers, but that's not the one that we want. The one that we want, here it is. This is a Daily Mail right here. I pulled another one here. Ghislaine Maxwell, former cellmate, claims that the disgraced socialite had dirt on the U.S. Donald Trump president, the U.S. president, Donald Trump. I heard her tell another inmate that she had dirt on Trump and that it was going to get her pardon from Biden. While Maxwell didn't get her pardon, she has since been moved to a minimum security prison. Okay. So there is that. You said, nope, no matter what. Water, you said, nope, don't matter where you are in life. Soap and water are cheap enough. LOL. You can get deodorant for $1 in the UK. Behind bars? But I mean, I would expect anybody to be a little smelly behind bars. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I kind of expected that, you know? I, I don't know. I just don't think that it's a very well, it's not meant to be a very well ventilated area. I would say so, Sunshine. It's giving more gossip than news, but I mean, it's third party, so take it for what it's worth. I don't know, but some of these sellies be telling on themselves sometimes. They do, they do. Thank you, Princess. All right, hold up. Let me see. Let me see if I can get it this way. You said you heard she was scared to take a shower. I don't blame her. I don't blame her for being scared to take a shower. I probably would have as well. Okay, hold up. I think the Daily Beast might have it too. But let's make sure it's the full article. Yep. Yes, score. We got it. Y'all, sometimes we got to move around our sources. Here we go. Again, take it for what it's worth. There is no first account. I to me, this is more like hearsay than anything, than actual facts. Again, these are just people talking. Anybody can talk to a cellmate and say that they know her, or they talked to her, or they overheard something, but have no receipts of it. So, Ghislaine Maxwell tried to offer President Joe Biden's team dirt on President Trump, leading during the lead up to the 2024 election, according to a fellow prison inmate. Maxwell, serving 20 years in prison for helping lure, manipulate, and groom young girls for Jeffrey Epstein, who unalived himself allegedly, we don't know if that's true, in prison in 2019 while awaiting trial on an ST charge. But it was common knowledge among the inmates that the federal correctional institution in Tallahassee, that the low security prison in Florida where Maxwell was housed until a few weeks ago, that she hoped to avoid serving her full term by trading information for presidential pardon from Biden. A former inmate named Catherine Camoli told the Daily Mail. Catherine Camoli, okay? I heard her tell inmate that she had dirt on Trump and that it was going to get her pardon from Biden. I guess Biden's camp just didn't want to go down that route. Wow. A lawyer for Maxwell shot down the claims in a statement to the Daily Beast. Of course, the lawyer's going to shoot down the claims. I mean, the lawyer's not trying to mess shit up for him and his people. Okay. He's trying to like keep this cute and be like, no, my client is a victim. She is innocent. She don't even know what trafficking means. Okay. She was just dating Epstein. Nobody knew what Epstein was doing. By the way, I was watching a clip of, I didn't know that Bill Gates had responded to the allegations. So he did this interview, right? There's a video out there where he did this interview and he gets asked about the ST allegations with Epstein and his friendship. So Bill Gates continued to be friends with Epstein, even after he got in this legal trouble regarding minors. Like, Bill Gates didn't give a shit, right? Of course, he's apologetic now. I didn't understand that kind of stuff, Take it for what it's worth. Bill Gates. But anyways, it further goes. I heard her tell an inmate that she had dirt on Trump and that it was going to get her pardon from Biden. I guess Biden's camp just didn't want to go that route. Okay, the lawyer, of course, shot that. There was plenty of absurd rumors out there, but this one, patently false, might just take the cake. This is what the lawyer, David Oscar Marcus, said. Okay, Trump and Epstein were good friends for more than a decade. His name appears repeatedly in the FBI and Department of Justice investigation files, though he's never been accused of any wrongdoing. Yeah, well, there's that. Biden's Department of Justice concluded that in 2022 sentencing memo that Maxwell was unreliable and unremorseful, right? And she apparently decided that she wishes to disclose facts to the court, and those facts shift when it serves the defendant's interests. And that's what they're going to do. It serves their interests, and they're going to shift the narrative. If anything sets out if anything stands out from the defendant's sentencing submission, it is her complete failure to address her offensive conduct and her utter lack of remorse. I mean, her behavior gets excused by her brother. Her behavior gets excused by a lot of people. Okay. This is what the memo said. If anything stands out from the defendant's sentencing submission, it is her complete failure to address her offensive conduct and her utter lack of remorse. The memo said, noting that Maxwell had also participated in sexually abusing her victims. Those victims have spoken out as well. She lied about cutting ties with Epstein. Her brother, Ian Maxwell, went on to Piers Morgan. And that was also an issue. By the way, what I'm Piers Morgan is maybe a separate subject, but what the hell is wrong with Piers Morgan nowadays? I don't get it. I know he's got a bone to pick with Jay-Z, but my goodness, Pierce, my goodness. She lied about cutting ties with Epstein, lied about receiving money from him, lied repeatedly under oath during a deposition that was conducted as part of a civil lawsuit brought by one of the victims, the memo found. In a brazen, perhaps not surprising twist, after Biden's team allegedly rejected her efforts in 2024, Maxwell, 63, is now seeking pardon from the same man she previously tried to implicate, Trump. This to me is giving Dr. Phil. You know, like if you can't fight them, just join them, right, Dr. Phil? If you can't fight them, if you can't be part of the elite, right, the other side of the table, just join the other side of the table. You know, the flippity flop and the wops, I mean, we love them all, right? We just do. It further goes, okay? Whew. I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, she's just doing her job. That's right. She's just doing her job. During the 9-hour questioning with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, which all of this should be revealed, all of this should be unsealed. I don't know why we're treating this in secrecy, and why isn't that a ethical issue right there, given that that was his former attorney, Trump's former attorney. But now he's a general attorney, and he's going to go meet 9 hours, closing the door, making all kinds of deals and stuff like that and everything. So now she's changed the tune about Trump. I don't know if I believe this, Celly, because you know what? I'm a lie for attention. You know what I mean? If I'm behind bars, I don't know what this lady's time is being served. You just can't trust people. That's what it is. Okay. Unless it was recorded, you really can't trust anybody. All right. During the 9 hours of the questioning, who, by the way, we've already mentioned, Todd Blanche was Trump's former attorney. She did the 9-hour questioning, and then she's been moved to a low level security. Okay. Minimum security. She can walk in and out of the campus. All right. Yes, she can. Mhm. The new prison is a dorm style facility. They call it Club Fed. All right. Where you can study. There's a game room. There's arts and crafts. There's puppies. There's, you could probably open your window. That's the kind of facility you have. You have people that have maybe extortion type of crimes. Maybe, you have some reality TV people there, Silicon Valley type of people, like that's what you have there. Okay. So yeah, she is down there, and there's a huge concern. Okay. So Ghislaine Maxwell was a smelly girl, apparently. The building was hot and sweaty, and when it rained, the inmates put maxi pads in the ceiling cracks so they wouldn't get wet. Okay, like that's going to be an interesting side of the story. Mm-hmm. One sec, guys. Sorry. She's a smelly girl. I mean, but it's behind bars. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, I'm trying to be like amicable. I don't know if this is true, This is what they're saying, okay? So this, like, when she was in the Tallahassee prison, it had 140 inmates and it was crowded. They say it was like crowded into a shoe horse shaped dormitory made up of sleeping cubes where they all shared 4 toilets and had no privacy whatsoever. Okay, just giving you guys an idea of what this prison looked like. So it's definitely a little bit different than Club Fed. The building was hot and sweaty, and when it rained, the inmates put maxi pads in the ceiling cracks so they wouldn't get wet. So there was leaking through the the cement walls. The food was also awful. Moldy lettuce, expired tomatoes, half frozen milk and pancakes, a lot of beans and rice. The other inmates referred to Maxwell, a former socialite who studied at Oxford University and speaks 4 languages, as the big money bee, according to Kamoli. Kamoli, again, is that other inmate. Her new prison house is wealthy profile people, which we know. I believe Maxwell, this is what she said, made a deal with the devil to get transferred out of Tallahassee. And this is what the inmate said. Now, I'm saying if I'm sleeping in a prison with 140 inmates, crowded into a shoehorse space, dormitory, made up space with sleeping cubes where we all share, there's only 4 toilets, 140 people with 4 toilets, and there's no privacy. I mean, we're all going to be pretty smelly. We just kind of got to get used to it. Nothing like a lady speed stick is not going to do the job on this one. All right. It just isn't. But at the end of the day, I don't know why we're catering to this woman. And to me, whether what that lady, the other inmate, is saying about Ghislaine is true or not, I guess it's up for us to debate. We don't know. We don't know. And that's how it should be. It should be. I mean, I'm not for the overcrowding of prisons. They need to figure something out. I get that. But I'm not here to cater to a convicted woman, child Momo, and just to ask her if she's okay just because she was a British socialite. Like, get out of here with that. We don't care that you can't sleep. We don't care that, we don't care. We don't care, especially given everything that the victims have been through and that are still going through. Okay. So I guess we'll see how all of that goes down. Okay. Um, Y'all let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let's talk about Diddy. Look, it's Diddy's revenge. Diddy's revenge and Diddy season. Well, before we even go to Diddy, let's go to another. This is like the Phantom of the Opera situation. Christina Cororum, right? The woman that we all talked about. I know I got very passionate about Miss Christina Cororum multiple times, right? She had like multiple lawsuits. For those that don't know who this lady is, and I call it the Phantom of the Opera, is because she was talked about all through the trial and never once took the stand. She was the Phantom of the Opera. She was the basis. Her stuff was her text messages were exhibits. Her picture was exhibits. All of these exhibits were there, and she was like the person that was there but wasn't really there. She was spoken about but wasn't really there. Christina Cororum, before the trial, had several lawsuits against her in the civil courts, okay? And there was a lot of people that made allegations against Christina Cororum. Hell, there was a lot of allegations made in the criminal case about Christina Cororum. Christina Cororum secures a major legal win in Diddy case. 6 plaintiffs withdraw allegations against former assistants. I mean, is it possible because he wasn't convicted of the RICO? Well, they can't go after Christina Cororum, right? She was like the head of the enterprise, one of the main, Maxwell of the enterprise. Okay, just giving you guys an example. Christina Cororum was once employed as Diddy's assistant. She made, I want to say, a 6-figure salary. If you guys remember, they were interviewing a bunch of assistants and we were reading those transcripts, right? She made a 6-figure salary. Okay, so lady she's cleared her name as it pertains to this. I don't think they're going to come after her. So she was once employed with Diddy, had achieved she's achieved significant legal victory in New York. 6 out of the 7 plaintiffs in high-profile SA lawsuits have voluntarily dropped their claims against her. Court filings confirmed that Latasha Forbes, Billy Cummings, Ian Fearon, Ahmad Jenkins, LaQuay Applewhite and Jane Doe are no longer pursuing legal action against Khorram. The withdrawals follow the submission of evidence following that she did not begin working for Diddy until 2013. The timeline placed her well after the alleged incidents and even indicated that she would have been under the age of 10 during the events described. So her name has been cleared because she was not present during the events that they're alleging. The initial lawsuit outlined accusations against Diddy. Forbes alleged that she was 17 in 1994 when she was rug and ard at Bad Boys Manhattan office. Cumming claimed that she was between 14 and 15 in 1995 when she was assaulted during a video shoot for the Notorious B.I.G. Fearon said that he was coerced into an S act at Diddy's New York residence in 2003. So I guess Khorram would have been underage around that time. So keep in mind, Applewhite alleged that she was groped and assaulted at Diddy in a Miami property in 2004, and Jenkins claimed that he was attacked at a Florida launch party for a Bad Boy in the mid 2000s. Jane said that she was rug and ard during the 2010 audition for Making the Band. Khorram had been named in the lawsuits for allegedly assisting in covering up Diddy's misconduct. The complaint also targeted Sony, Universal, and Warner Music, accusing the record label of ignoring warning signs and enabling his behaviors. Can't read. In March, Khorram publicly rejected the claims. She made a statement. I was at Rolling Stone. It was Rolling Stone. She claims that all of this has caused irreparable and incalculable damage to her reputation. Christina Cororum stayed working for Diddy for 10 years. Okay. Now, even though, in my opinion, clearly he was found not guilty of the biggest charge, she was still found guilty on the other stuff, and she was still implicated on other things, right? KK, when your boss, and this is for anybody, if you're working, whether it's with a celebrity or a politician, if your boss is asking you to cover up, to take rugs, to do all kinds of things for him, maybe it's time to find a new job. And you happen, like, I know everybody likes a six-figure salary. I've never had a six-figure salary. I probably will never get there. It is what it is. But like, if your boss is asking you to break the law, maybe you should take a hike. Ahmad, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months. Shout out to you, Ahmad. Thank you for supporting the channel. I mean, let me know. I don't know, and maybe it's just me. If my boss, and I can plainly see that he was breaking the law, maybe I should have probably quit a long time ago. What do you guys think? You said she should have worried about her reputation well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not, the messages are, one thing we can't dispute is the evidence, right? There was text messages. She had plenty of time to like bounce and say, you know what? My boss is doing too much. Okay. I don't want to be here. Yes, money does talk. I mean, I don't know too many jobs that are like, offering six-figure salaries, especially right now. It's not a lot. Well, there you go. It's a little bit crazy. I know, right? Rabbit made me do bad things in order to be a mod, and I'm suing her. Yes, all the victims of Rabbit are going to sue Pika because I made her do bad things. Pika, if I ever make you don't break the law, please, because we don't want that. We don't want to break the law. But y'all let me know what you guys think. I don't know. I'm just thinking, the girl went to university. She got a degree. Don't break the law for these people. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Anyways, where did my clip go? Lord have mercy. Did I lose? Okay, here it is. Hold up. It further goes. Let's see. So the withdrawals followed the submission of evidence showing that she did not begin working for Diddy until 2023. The timeline placed her well over the alleged incidents and even indicated that she would have been underage. So there's that. She was probably underage in a lot of these situations. Okay. Now, we've reviewed this. In March, Khorram publicly rejected the claims, stating that they were irreparable and damage to her reputation. She further addressed the allegation, saying the idea that I could be accused of playing a role in or even being a bystander to R of anyone is beyond upsetting, disturbing, and unthinkable. Well, if you're setting up rooms, you're scheduling things, you're having, and these are text messages that she was having with those staff members. And it wasn't necessarily, maybe it wasn't for the RICO, but you're not in that room, but you're setting that room up. You've kind of left this door open, Khorram. Like you really did, KK. It's kind of hard to feel like I don't feel bad for KK in that sense. I feel like she should have been done maybe when she was setting up S rooms for her celebrity boss. I don't know. While the lawsuit continues against Diddy and other defendants, Khorram's legal record in the matter is now largely cleared following latest courtroom filing. Okay, so big win for Christina Cororum in that sense. And hopefully, I mean, if she feels like she needs to counter, I would counter because that's just what we can do. We can counter sue. We can sue people that are suing us, right? That's how we do it. Okay. All right. But here's the deal. Everybody's favorite attorney, Ariel Mitchell, okay, and everybody's favorite truth teller, Courtney Burgess. There's just some stuff going on there. Like, oh my goodness, it is the summer. It is. So Diddy went through his trial, and it is now Diddy's revenge. Okay, we're gonna call this segment Diddy's revenge. Diddy doubles down on defamation lawsuit over alleged SA video, seeks 100 million. Listen, Diddy needs money. He is not selling that mansion that he has out over there. I think it was like 61 million. Somebody offered him 30 million for that. Y'all remember when he like outright bought his house, the mansion, like settled his mortgage just in case he had to put it up for bail? Like he was prepping himself. Yeah, so he can't sell that. He wants to sell it. He can't sell it. He's got like 3 or 4 homes, I think. It's just some of his assets, okay? This is Diddy's revenge. Diddy needs money and he is suing people at this point. So Sean Combs is escalating his legal battle against one of his accusers, the news outlet reports, that largely publicized his claims, which would have been Courtney Burgess. Combs, who sued Courtney Burgess in January for $50 million on allegations of defamation, amended his complaint against the man in the U.S. court in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York on August 11th, which is yesterday, according to court documents obtained by USA Today. Burgess attorney Ariel Mitchell and a news broadcaster, News Nation, is getting sued, are also named in the defendants as lawsuits. What, honey? One sec, guys. One sec. Got to tend to the boss. News Nation. Okay, so you guys remember when Ariel Mitchell, she did a couple of appearances on News Nation. She did appearances on a lot of outlets. She did one on Sean Atwood. Courtney Burgess was on Sean Atwood. Ariel Mitchell was on Sean Atwood. Like all these people went there. They went on News Nation. They went on various channels and they were making various allegations. Okay. And it wasn't just Courtney Burgess. It was Ariel Mitchell, which was the attorney. Okay. So they were going there. They were outside of the, whatchamacallit, the Southern District of New York, outside talking to TMZ. They were making all kinds of allegations. And Sean Atwood put all those videos on private because the guy can't stand on 10. Okay. Sean Atwood is about his money. And some of y'all come over here and tell me, have you watched Sean Atwood? Y'all, after that shit, I'm sorry. Like he hit my channel with a, what is it? In the UK, they have like defamation claims that you can hit on YouTube. He hit me with the defamation claim over a claim that another YouTuber made and they played it, because that channel is a lie. I know you guys recommend it, but they don't vet their stuff. They're not reliable. They just aren't. Okay, so it is what it is. Yes, Baby Bunny will shut the rabbit down. Yes, she will. So it was a lot of ish. Don't forget, Sean Atwood also platform, and they still platform Chris Toad. Chris Toad is the guy who wrote the Porter Kim Porter book. Chris Toad said that Sean Atwood, it was a, excuse me, it was a weird situation. It was a fake book that some guy who named himself Jamal Millwood, he essentially was promoting on YouTube. A bunch of YouTubers were reading it and downloading it. And I read a little bit of it and I said, what in the Cinemax, Skinemax is this BS? Because that's what it was. It was a bunch of like late, you know, craziness. So we read a little bit of it, and yeah, I did not buy the book. The bottom, you know those like, okay, you know those little fishes in the fish tank that eat the little like poop that the fish does. That's that bottom feeder right there. Like that's what it is. You know, they stick their big old mouth in the tank. That's an example of, that's what I think of when I think of Chris Toad. Okay, moving on. All right. Okay, so Sean Diddy Combs is escalating his legal battle, of course. So he's going after these outlets. Diddy sued Courtney Burgess in January for $50 million on allegations of defamation. Okay, and there are others, of course, Ariel Mitchell, News Nation, and others that are mentioned here. So Diddy is now seeking additional compensation. Oh, okay. Well, can you give me 1 minute? Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Um. Okay. So Diddy is now seeking additional compensation on no less than 100 million in damages for severe reputational harm caused by Courtney Burgess' outlandish claims, which Combs attorneys allege cumulated gained media frenzy. Let me say that against Diddy. Okay, in this pitiful spectacle, all pretense of objectivity had been abandoned as a global audience feast at the all-you-can-eat buffet of wild lies and conspiracy theories. This is what the lawsuit said. Mitchell and Burgess are among the worst predators in this offensive scenario. They eagerly court every opportunity to broadcast blatant falsehoods, pretending they have proof that Mr. Combs engaged in heinous acts, knowing that no such proof existed. Okay. Combs and his attorney also accused News Nation in its coverage of Burgess' claims of lending its credibility and amplifying defendants Burgess and Mitchell's lies, giving them a mainstream media platform to malign Combs for defendants' collective process. It's interesting to me because there was just so many people that have like, they kind of jumped in there. This is what I couldn't understand, and I'll never understand of Courtney Burgess. I'll never forget because I did a review on it and I put it on private just because of, I said, this is not going to land well. And I'm sure you got to protect yourself when you're on YouTube because this is why Sean Atwood has put a lot of his Diddy content on private. Courtney Burgess said that there were minors. He had videos of minors, okay, with Diddy. Not one mention in the criminal case was minors mentioned whatsoever. Okay? Not once. Not once. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, and now, like, he didn't do anything to correct his stuff. He didn't apologize. He didn't make any correction to the record. He didn't do anything for that whatsoever. He just kind of let the lies run. When he got a legal letter from the attorney, from, I guess, a lawyer, he immediately put a bunch of videos on private. He had to put a bunch of videos on private over it. Okay. There's a lot of people that have spewed a lot of ish and stuff. That's right. The federal indictment referenced a minor but never came into the trial. Well, and don't forget to kiss a mooch. Remember at the very end when Comey made the argument about the fact that there was minors or something like that. And that was at the very end, but it wasn't the basis of the trial. But you're right. There was a mention, but nothing came out of that. So, and we can't like listen, I'm not a fan of Diddy. I know that he's not a good guy. Okay, I get that. But I'm not going to convict somebody over something that's not substantiated, right? I may have a feeling about it, but that's all it is. My feelings aren't facts. So we have to be very careful. Um, so there's that. Sylvia, thank you so much for the 1999 for Baby Bunny GoFundMe piggy bank. Her piggy bank is around here. She got a little piggy bank where she puts in all of her change. Actually, it's more like all the change in my purse. She digs in my purse and then she puts it in her piggy bank. So and when I need a quarter or a penny, I can't find it. It's all in her piggy bank. But thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, minors, but it's not in the criminal case. They're in the civil cases. That's why we have to be very careful. Legal in the criminal case, he was never charged for minors. There might have been a mention of it, but there was never anything that came out of it. That's right. And there's so many characters that popped up on YT accusing Diddy of pedo things. And I always thought, why aren't these people being called to testify? They have all the info. That's right. And don't you think like, wow, what a case to have. If you have minors involved in a case like this, and then not only that, don't forget that Ariel is also representing the woman who said that she was rug by GHB on the baby oil. That was never even mentioned in the trial. Like you would think that there would have been somebody who said we tested the baby oil had rugs. No. No, no, no. I don't know. He was a con man and he wanted the piece of the pie, Diddy. Yeah, and that's my opinion on Sean Atwood. I don't have the best opinion. And there's another case that we got to talk about as it pertains to Sean Atwood because a trial's coming up and we're going to cover it. Whether people like it or not, we're going to cover it. Okay. You said half of you need to go hit the like button. Aw, thank you. Thank you. She only 118 likes. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yes. What is your like number? Put it in the chat. That's going to be my new logo. What is your like number? I like that. You know, instead of what is your sleep number, what is your like number? I like that. That's right. Ain't that the truth? Okay, so my thing about Courtney Burgess is that if you had proof, you're sitting on apparently he was sitting on a thumb drive with videos of Diddy and of him having ST with minors. That never came about. But how do you sit on child prawn for years and not turn it in? It's weird. So Combs and his attorney accused News Nation in its coverage. And so they basically platformed Ariel and Courtney and gave a bit of credibility to their claims, which they're not credible. So they also got sued. USA Today has reached out to Mitchell and News Nation for comment, which I don't think Ariel's answering to any comment or News Nation. In an October 2024 interview aired by News Nation, Burgess and Mitchell alleged that the man who reportedly at one point testified in front of a grand jury for Combs' federal criminal case possessed several videos purportedly showing Combs S-ing minors, including celebrities at his freak-off S parties. And if he testified before a grand jury and he lied, why isn't Courtney Burgess behind bars? Because I'm pretty sure, isn't there like a thing, like if you lie, and especially in a grand jury, you don't want to be doing that, man. Ain't nobody trying to go to prison. You lie in a grand jury. I mean, that's guaranteed. You about to get the silver bracelets with that one. Okay. Thank you for your number. You said I don't know my like number, but I like it as soon as I came on. Thank you. Can't lie to the grand jury. No. I didn't think so. Right? Like you just can't be doing that. But anyways, so oh my goodness, girl, the phone? But why? Oh my. Why do you have to? Why do you do this? Why? Really? You need a phone? Okay, you want an iPhone? But you're not old enough for an iPhone. Give me one sec, y'all. Since when are you old enough for an iPhone? And who are you going to call? You're not going to have an iPhone until you're 18. Thank you. Rules are the rules. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Mm, mm. You said, look at Maureen Comey being sacked. I wonder if she was told to sit on certain things. Kind of makes you wonder, right? I don't know, y'all. Let me know. Get Baby Bunny an Android. Oh God. we're already deciding this. She's not getting a phone until she's 18, so she's got several years. Just like I told my middle child, you're not dating until you're 30. So I'm sorry, it is what it is. We're just not doing that here. No, we're not. Hold up. Okay. So yes, I can you let me finish? Sorry about that. Um I can use the rotary phone. No Rolex for Baby Bunny. All right, sorry about that. So Diddy said that the pair's remarks about freak off footage had the potential to poison the minds of people who might serve on Combs' trial. All right, Combs was arrested, we know, in September 2024 for those charges, and so that is what happened. So again, they got hit with another one, y'all. I mean, hold on, girl. What are you getting into? Here it is. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. She's ready for me to be done. And I got to pick up the other one. You found a picture of Epstein and Diddy where? Can you send it to me? Email it to me. I've never seen it. My theory is that Courtney never testified. He looked scared after he came from testifying. He probably warned that he could go to jail if he lied. Martha, do you think that he lied? That's the question. My camera's acting up. I'm going to get off camera real quick. Do you think that he lied? That is the question that we have. Did he lie? That is the question. Um, I just don't know what to make of it. Rabbit, could they be going after these stars? Did he do to the white parties as a separate trial? I mean, the white parties have nothing to do with there you go. Thank you. Have nothing to do with the freak offs. That's what we've determined. The white parties have nothing to do with the freak offs, literally. What? Okay, honey. The painting? Okay, there you go. It's a unicorn. Oh my goodness, y'all. Baby bunny, every 5 seconds I get interrupted. Thank you. I know. Thank you. I'll check it out. You said, but are you sure it's not an AI photo? Let me see. Kiss a mooch. Let's just make sure it's not an AI photo because, oh girl, this is so AI. Kiss a mooch. This is an AI photo. Yeah, I mean, I'll show it to y'all. This is what Kiss a mooch said. This is giving. I mean, that doesn't even look like Epstein, y'all. But I mean, AI can be doing a lot of different things. Hell, even Diddy don't look like Diddy in this photo. You know what I mean? Lindell, where have you been? Diddy has people shaking in their beds now. They made a big mistake. Lindell, we've been missing you. We've been talking about you. Um, it's not real. This is an AI photo. Um, yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. You said LOR. It's Jay Zitty. Jay Zitty. I mean, even Diddy looks buff in this photo. I'm like, well, what year was this? No, this is a fake photo. This is an AI photo. Diddy wishes he looked. I know Diddy wishes he looked this good. It totally don't even look like Diddy. I don't know what it is. I mean, his neck looks a little longer. He's still owed 2 billion, right? From what, Lindell? Let me know. Epstein had pictures with everyone, but this is not Epstein. This is not Epstein. This is definitely not Epstein. Yeah. But yeah. This is giving AI though, Kissamooch. Thank you for sending it though. But like I've received a lot of pictures that people say I have a picture of and then I look at it and I have this little thing on my browser that I'm able to detect like what's AI and what's not. This is giving AI. So it's just giving that. You said you said he looks like a cross between 50, Jay-Z, and Diddy. Oh my goodness, this is so gorgeous. Okay, now you hit the hit. There you go, girl. There you go. All right, now airbrush that unicorn. Thank you. No, you're fine, Kissy. Shout out to you. I think it's funny though. Girl, it's a funny picture. I like it. I like it. It's funny. I know. Damn, Lindell. We call them Lindy. Damn, Lindy. You only came out when Diddy's mentioned. Linda, I know it's not. It's Jiffy. It's Jiffy instead of Jay Z. It's Diddy. It's a mix, right? It just looks weird. Ooh, hold up. Rabbit, you said you think there's gonna be more active shooters? They enacted that martial law. Yo, yeah. We gonna see how that goes too. We gotta see what's up with that. You know what I mean? There's so much going on around the world. Like I said, it's the first day of it's the first week of school for a lot of schools. And I was talking to some people and they were like, I'm kind of worried about taking my kid to school. They've never I feel for everybody cuz like the worry is real. Kind of scary to take kids to school nowadays. That's what I heard. You said they look I know even Jeffrey Epstein looks a little too buff and that guy he don't even look like he worked out, you know what I mean? I'm here for it. But shout out, thank you, Kiss and Mooch, for sending that. All right, guys, I gotta go because Baby Bunny's here and I gotta go tend to her. And I'm working on an edited video. Keep an eye out. It's a case that I've been following, a true crime case. Some of you guys might remember the Alexi Treviso case. Lexi, what are you doing, girl? Why you do that, Lexi? Y'all remember that case? Yeah, I got an update. So I have a pre-recorded video and you guys don't want to miss that one. Hit the like button. Okay, what is your like number? That's right. Tell them hit the like button right now. Thank you. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys. Say bye. Do you want to say bye? Say bye. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Say love you.
Love you. Be good.
Okay,
Bye.
bye. Bye, guys.